Kenya, like the rest of the world, is confronted by a deadly but invisible enemy, the COVID-19. Humanity has been tossed into the unprecedented spin, left confused and helpless. Life as we have lived, approached, and focused, it's no more. We are living but just surviving by an hour amid depressing news on the number of victims of the killer virus keep soaring globally. And yet, in the midst of the unfolding tragedy, we have to keep hoping and praying for a better tomorrow. This is why, at such an unprecedented time, our individual decisions on how we live, economy and governance as a people and a country will define our post-COVID-19 destiny. We will either perish or thrive. Our common goal and aspirations will either make or break us, like the American statesman and lawyer Abraham Lincoln, who served as the 16th President of the United States of America, warned, if we fall and lose ourselves, we invite ruin upon us and future generations. It's therefore critical that we pool all resources and energies to win the war, not just corona, but the locust menace, poverty, corruption, soaring unemployment among the youth, political impunity, and the declining economy, that we must recast our thoughts ahead. As a political leader, social scientists, and a young person, I have not just been observing, but thinking through our socio-economic and political quagmire that has been compounded by the coronavirus pandemic. And because we are at war against COVID-19, we must make unprecedented decisions and bear the consequences for a greater tomorrow, a brighter future. This can only happen if we eschew myopic and self-serving approach to everything. As I weigh in on the desperate voices on the COVID-19 era, envisage constitutional review, declining economy, youth unemployment, food shortages, what I wish to propose could be unpopular among the political elite and even citizens, but it calls for boldness. I am ready to be purified for the sake of Kenya, which is a part of our personal ambitions and desires. I today wish to urge the President of the Republic of Kenya, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, to work within the framework of the handshake with former Prime Minister Raila Odinga to form a government of broader national coalition or unit, which will bring on board all political players and leaders to steer country through this trying time of corona, which has and continues to adversely impact on the economy and the lives of our people. This broader national coalition should be based on the strength of political parties in parliament, in the county assemblies, and in so doing, will be able to plan ahead. As it is today, the economy has collapsed. Necessary essential reforms have not been done. This would necessitate the postponement of the 2022 general elections for a period to be agreed by all parties and patriots who care for our motherland. In my view, this poll can be pushed to 2024, and here are my reasons. First, this will galvanize Kenyans to focus on fighting the pandemic, whose end still remains undetermined. Nobody knows how long we'll be in this war, and we must therefore be ready to keep on the fight. Second, the ideals of the March 2018 handshake need to be actualized through the Building Bridges initiative, whose progress has been altered by the COVID-19 outbreak. The initiative, which was supposed to reboot the country, holds a lot of promise, especially in resolving the vexing question of exclusivity in governance and other socio-economic changes. Yusuf Haj-led task force turning the law may be giving proposals of either referendum or a parliamentary approach in making the changes which we need. And this must cast our aspiration as a nation past the 2022 general elections. Thirdly, and more importantly, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, has set a stage to fight corruption. You are aware, after the 2017 general elections, for the country to be on the track, it took almost a year because of the contested elections, because of the skirmishes which were all over the country. The economy almost collapsed. So as we speak today, there was a semblance of normalcy only for 1 year. 1 year is not enough to fight corruption. Why I also propose that we extend the elections to 2024, especially on fighting corruption. New regimes do not fight corruption. We need to extend terms of especially the governors, the 47 county governors, so that they can be caught in bed where they are dividing the economy. If we go to a new elections, new persons who take over seldom forget about the past. The DPP, the DCI have set robust mechanisms of fighting corruption. The reason more, we need time to fight all these fuggeries which affect our people, and with a collapsed economy, we can't go for elections. The reason more, I propose that all actors must decide to work in a formula of extending the general elections. Last but not least, the proposed government, the broader national coalition, should have members, men and women, who will not be earning salaries. They need to be on allowances only. The only people who can be having salaries are the members of the county assemblies, parliament, governors, and the civil servants. Finally, to achieve all an encompassing government, the life of parliament should be extended to midwife a new Kenya. This will call for sacrifice, sobriety, and aspirations for higher ideals and a better country and prosperity. Thank you.